Like Coach Wells, Willis would stop by on campus and check on us when most students were gone for the holidays. He and his wife Tracy, aka Mama Pooler, would also have us over at their house for delicious meals, including some unforgettable fettuccine alfredo. If you ever get invited at Willis's, be sure to have some fettuccine alfredo. You'll never get Applebee's fettuccine alfredo again. I promise you that. We got so close over the years that their sons, Tanner and Jacob, would call me Uncle Benji. A quick story on that. At halftime of a men's basketball game here on campus one afternoon, I met Tanner and some of his young friends over at the Student Union building where they had rushed to play a few games before the start of the second half. Upon seeing me, Tanner proceeded to introduce me to his friends. Hey, this is my Uncle Benji. I let you picture the kind of blank stares. I hope that helps you see what kind of example Willis set for me and my teammates. Willis, I can never thank you enough for what you've been, for whom you've been to me. Thank you. My teammates over the 4 years I played here at Lindsey also played an important role in my career. Phil Jackson, the famous NBA basketball coach, once said, quote, "The strength of the team is each individual member. The strength of each member is the team," end quote. I could not have been a standout without the individual contributions my teammates made. So I thank them and share this honor with every one of them. I thank Lindsey Wilson College's administration for putting the college's mission to life. They actually fostered a living, learning, as well as an environment and an atmosphere within the community that allowed students, including student athletes, to achieve their full potential. I'm sure it's still the case. My teammates and I used to discuss how fortunate we were to have our college's president as well as some high-level administrators in the stands when we played. In fact, in my 4 years, we were one of the few schools with such high-level physical support. I can't remember how many times the president and his family opened up their house for me and some of other needy students. But I remember going to Guy Adams' family for a meal one evening and President Lucky giving me the keys to his family's van afterwards on the way back. Driving the entire Lucky family that evening, that was not only my first time driving an automatic car, but also it was my first time driving in the US. I can remember putting both feet on the pedals, one on the brake and one on the gas. And President Lucky looking down and saying, "Hey, you just need one foot on the pedals." If you've driven Shift Tech before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Doesn't that reflect the institution or the mission of the institution President Lucky has so brilliantly led over the years? So I thank President Lucky for his incredible vision and leadership for this college. Before I came to Lindsey, there was already a host family program that helped international students better integrate the community. So I thank Susie. I see Susie sitting in the room. I thank you so much, and I'm sure a lot of international students are so much appreciated for what you do. Thank you. Phil Hanna and I became family. Through Phil, I became a member of the Columbia Union Presbyterian Church, where I met a lot of other wonderful people. Phil occasionally took me on road trips, showed me around the state, and also took me to see some plays. I am so thankful for his caring attitude as well as his countless pieces of advice. Phil could not be here with us tonight because he had to take care of his elderly parents who were transitioning from one location for another. But the brochures are one special family Lindsey Wilson has allowed me to meet and be a part of. Several friends actually thought they were my host family because of the close relationship we had developed over the years. Although Dr. Brashear came to most of our home games, my relationship with his family only began after I had been assigned to help him coach his Little League soccer team. From there, I met the rest of the family and immediately got adopted as one of theirs. I would watch Austin, Madison quite often, travel with the family to the family house in Lexington, and occasionally spend the weekends in Cincinnati when Dr. Arnett and the kids moved up there for some time. They even also adopted my younger brother, and have stayed in touch with him even though he was here at Lindsey for only a year. Dr. Brashear, Dr. Arnett, Austin, Madison, words would fail me if I tried to thank you for the kind of hospitality, kindness, generosity, and the list goes on that you've shown me over the years. The Lindsey Wilson College community is a better place because of families like yours. I'm sorry I've exceeded the time I was allowed, but there are many, many more people I could go on to thank. Drew Burwash, Denise Fudge, Dr. Julian, Guy Adams, Dr. Dean Adams, Anthony Moore, Sue Coomer, my professors, and some of them are here tonight, and I would like for them to stand up. If you ever taught me, Dr. Boydarian, Dr. Sargent, Mrs. Sargent, Tim Curry, am I missing anybody? But I am very thankful for you. Like Coach Wells said, I am in the PhD program in higher ed administration at William & Mary. And I feel very comfortable into that program because of the foundations that you guys helped me have. Thank you again. But I'll finish with Coach Worthington. He's one who often asks me, and he actually asked me right out there before we walked over, Benji, who's the first person you ever met when you arrived at Lindsey Wilson? Sure it was you. With the soccer team being out in California, Coach Worthington graciously came to Louisville to pick me up at the airport. I remember we stopped at a fast food place on the way back, and I could only gesture and point to what I wanted.